Hey guys, thanks for tuning into vlog number 3. Um, so this time I want to talk about something that I really like about myself. This is more of a positive outlook, and I recommend that everyone listening out there also does the same for themselves, because every so often it's good to just, reflect and see what you really like about yourself. And, what makes you you. I don't know. So I think what I'm most proud of is I really like to stick to my word. If I say I'm gonna do something, I do my best to do it. So it's not just like agreements I make with people, but it's also like signing up for things. If I tell someone I'm gonna be there, I'm gonna do my best to be there. If I tell you that, when you're negotiating with someone at like a market or something, and you say like, I'll be back at the end, just to get out of the conversation, so that you don't have to tell them like, no, I'm really not interested in your product. I hate doing that because I feel like it's just a lie, and they're not really getting much out of it, you're not getting much out of it, and it's just like a bad truth. So it's harder, and it gets a lot more awkward, but I would just prefer to go out there and be like, no thank you, I won't be back. It's something that I'm just not interested in. And one second, sorry about that. So yeah, I feel like, because if I did tell them, hey, I'll be back, and I don't come back, then I'm just, it's not even like I'm sparing their feelings. I'm just lying to them. And in general, I just don't like lying. That's another part of it. So like I was saying before, like signing up for something. I've been encouraged to do a lot of things that I wasn't a big fan of sometimes, even if they were better for me or worse for me. And if I'd agreed to them, then I did my best to follow through. Because, like I said, I like sticking to my word. And I feel like it's a quality that it's really hard to do, in my opinion, because I do fall short often. Don't get me wrong. If I say something, I'm not always going to do it. I do fall short. I am only human and make mistakes. But, like, when someone makes an agreement with me, I would like them to honor it. So if I make an agreement with someone, I want to do my best to honor it. It's kind of like the golden rule, treat people how you want to be treated. So that's part of why I find that such an important thing to do. It also goes down to just quitting things. A lot of times people will be like, oh, I want to pick up learning this instrument, or I want to, read every day, or work out every night, like 60 minutes, starting from like 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. And I'm going to do that every day for this year. Kind of like New Year's resolutions. I think those are really good. I think that they really help improve people, and that's why they like set the goals. But if you're not going to follow through with it, don't set it. That's my kind of philosophy. And you can set it and not follow through. And yeah, you'll still get some of the benefits and stuff like that. But I just feel like if you just make it a realistic goal, maybe I'll read 30 minutes a night, every other night, or once every 3 nights if you don't read often. Then that's something you can do. It's not that much time out of your day, and it's something that if you really want to do, you can really follow through with. As compared to if you want to read like 40 minutes a day every night before bed, then you're gonna go to bed tired you're gonna go to bed tired sometimes. You won't be able to. You're gonna fall asleep while reading, something like that, or some nights are just gonna be bad, and you don't want to do it then. And when you give yourself that rigid, I must read every night 40 minutes a night, then you really lock yourself into that. And as soon as you start failing one night, you're like, oh, well, I didn't do it last night, why should I do it tonight? So part of sticking to your guns and sticking to your word, I feel like, is also making realistic promises, or maybe not promises, that might be the wrong word, but realistic agreements. Like I said, if you tell us, like, if you're bartering with someone, you're like, yeah, I'll be back, I'll make the rounds and come back, and both of you know you're not going to come back, you could very well just say, thank you for your time and effort, but I'm not interested, something like that. And yeah, it's a lot more awkward. They might try going and like stopping you and no, come back. But I don't know, it just feels more right to me, even if it's a little more off. And when it comes to things like agreements I make with people, like hanging out, I'm personally an introvert, so I'll go out for one night, fun. Second night, I'll be like, You know, I would, enjoy a more of like a quiet night or a night to myself, something like that. You know, it really depends on the mood, the setting, what I've had going on. But if I do make an agreement with someone, even if it's like a bad day, although it's hard to keep up with my word and everything, I feel like it's really important to do so. Just like I said, if someone takes the time out of their day and they're just like schedules you for something and you schedule them for something, you know, it's like you're both putting time aside for them, and it's a respect thing when you just cancel on them or when you don't follow through with it. So that's another reason I find it so important. You, like I mentioned earlier, the golden rule: treat people how you want to be treated. You know, like, respect other people's time and concerns and efforts the same that you would want yours to be respected. What if that person you were bartering with doesn't sell something because they're like, this person said they were going to be back and I'm supposed to hold it for them? Something like that. Of course, that doesn't happen all the time. You know, business tactics go both ways, but it's something that I would personally appreciate and really strive for. And when it comes to quitting organizations and like tasks and stuff like that, I remember when I was in high school, actually not even high school, even more recently, my friends would get me to sign up for certain events and join clubs that I really didn't want to do. And when it came around time for it, I was like, I know I signed up, but I really don't want to do it. If I don't want to do it, why am I doing it? But I would follow through with most of them because I said I would do it. Not only did I give them my word, I gave the other people I was working with my word, and I gave myself the word. If I just let myself flake on things like that and just give up, then what's to say that I could give up on like my aspirations, like, you know, becoming a doctor someday, hopefully, or like, you know, class, or doing so and so. It's a slippery slope. As soon as I'll let one thing slide, a lot of other things can very well just go down the drain as well. So that's another reason I feel like sticking to your word is so important. And I don't always do it. I fall short. So if I tell you something, I'll do my best to uphold it. And you can pull up this video and tell me, Ahmed, come on, you said you love when people stick with their word, and it's a quality that you appreciate and that you strive for. Pull it up, tell me, and I'll do my best to make up for it. I'll feel really bad, actually. I'm sure I will. And I'll be glad because you'll be helping me stick to my word. But I do fall short, and it's a quality that I really appreciate and I'm proud of and strive for, but I'm not perfect on either. So there's always work to be done. Thank you guys for listening. This has been a long one. All right, have a good one.